Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First things first, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakar Kwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders at Great Millstone. To you hopeful elect out there on the four corners of the planet Earth in confusion of face that the Lord is bringing in these last days. We're getting close, man. Things are taking place for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That is a beautiful thing, beautiful times that we're living in. Let's jump right into this lesson. This lesson is dealing with the rumors of war statue. Some of the elders posted this video dealing with the statue, and when I seen it, I see it because once you do this, you go into different things, finding lessons, and paying attention to the news. You see certain things that catch your eye. So this right here, I seen this as a major sign to the hopeful elect and the men with their eyes open, man. We're being demonized at the same time, but there's also good out there that, the Lord is showing us that we're getting ready to rule again, okay? So I'm gonna play this video. This is the rumors of war statue. So you brothers can, if you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna play it from the beginning. They unveil the statue, and let's go from here, okay? And it's not a coincidence they named it Rumors of War. The statue right there, that's Jake. They'll get closer.
Trying to find new ways of looking at ourselves.
They had this sodomite make it, but, he has a feminine spirit, but either way.
It's not about whiteness. It's about the co-evolution of societies and culture. And what you're looking at is us in full measure.
Well, you got Air Force Ones on. That's Jake. I mean, you got the dreads, which is off.
What I want for a young 10-year-old artist of any color, any race.
All right, let's go to the next video where they show a little bit more details on the actual statue. Let's go back here. Check that out. That's really symbolic, man. All right, you brothers seen the video. Now, let me show you the actual photos of it when they get in depth. You got this one where you can clearly see it's Jake in urban clothing riding on a horse, right? So now, why this statue is such a heavy statue? Because it's symbolic, because we're getting ready to rule, man. Because there was a statue out where, let me see if I can find it. Hopefully I can find that statue. Yeah, you got this one where you got a what? You got a Edomite on a horse, and you got Jake, Israel, you got a Gadite, and then you have you got a Gadite and a Judite sitting right beside him. Look, see right here? You clearly see you got Esau on the horse, and you got Jake standing right beside him on the ground, right? So that right there in itself showed the time. That was a symbolic of what was happening in the time that we've been living in. That we've been on the bottom and Esau's been on the top. Okay? We've been on the bottom, and Esau has been riding on the horse because horse means power. Okay? So once you see somebody on a horse, it means prestige, it means power, it means that you're in rulership. That's why it was, if you've seen that movie with Jamie Foxx, where dude was like, well, what's that N word doing on that nag, on that horse? Okay, so he's asking, what's that slave doing on a horse? Because a slave riding a horse was not a known thing because it was illegal for slaves to ride horses. All right, in the time of slavery. So now, where you see this statue, this is prevalent. This has been around. No one's thought to change the status quo, but then all of a sudden, you have this now. This just was unveiled. So this is a sign to us in the spirit that we're getting ready to get on that horse. We're getting ready to get power. We're getting, and then also, spiritual power too. That's coming down the pike also. To the ones that are allotted to receive that type of power to defend themselves against the turmoil that's coming. Because Esau's demonizing us. He's raped, robbed, murdered. He's destroyed us as a people. Now, he wants to do it again. But now the Lord is saying, look, he's giving a spiritual sign to us to say, look, we're getting ready to receive power. We're getting ready to receive rulership. This is a sign for us. Hey, shalom to you brothers on the comment board. Shalom. So this is a sign to all, to the people in the know. We went from this. We went from this for Esau's riding on a horse, us being on the ground, and then now the Lord showed us another statue of us being on a horse and no one around us. There's nobody around us in this because we're going to be on a whole nother level by ourselves. We're not going to be on the same plane as these other nations. We're just going to rule alone. And that horse is, it's browling up. When you rein a horse up, it means it's standing higher than normal. So let's get these scriptures, and Lord willing, this is edifying. But I seen it as a very heavy sign, man, to say, look, we're coming to the time of rulership. That's why the title of this video says what? Israelites are about to rule, or getting ready to rule. All right, but check this scripture out. This is going to point it out for you, man. This is Isaiah 10 and verse 7. I'll start at 6. It says, folly is set in great dignity. And Esau is folly. His rulership is folly. It's foolishness. So he's set in great dignity. And it says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low places. The rich sit in low place. It says, and the rich sit in low place. And we're the rich. That's why it says in Revelations, it says, thou art rich. What are we rich in? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the blessings that have been set upon our forefathers, which come down to us. It says, I have seen servants upon horses. See that? I have seen servants upon horses. Esau. Ishashua. Ishashua. Look clearly right there. It says, I have seen servants upon horses, on power. See that? See how exactly these scriptures match up? The ones that say, oh, this Bible's not real, it prophesied this. See? They even made a statue. It says, I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. And what do you see here? You see Jake, that's a Judite, walking on the earth as a servant, because we are over Esau. That's why it says it says the elder shall serve the younger. And then you see Gad out there. Then they got Gad, because Gad are rulers too. Gad are kings, man. They're going to rule right along with Jake, man, because they're our people. They're our brothers, man. They're our brothers. Look, you see Gad out there too. All right. So let's read it one more time. And it says, I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh a hedge, a serpent shall bite him. All right. So the calamities of Esau is getting ready to come upon his head, man. All right. So check this up. This precept. This is Romans 9 and verse 26. All right. Romans 9 and 26. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, who? Who's them? You Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they Salakia, there shall they be called the children of the living power. So where we were sent out to slavery, here we're going to be called the children of the living power. This is the another sign of that, because we're getting ready to rule back on our horse. We're getting ready to go back on the power seat. All right, we're not getting ready to be put into slavery. Jacob's trouble is just a time to purge out the ones that want to rebel. They got to pay their they got to drink the cup. Then once they're gone and come back in the reincarnation, everything is going to be okay. Then they're going to be in their right state of mind, and we're going to love each other. We're going to love each other as brothers, man. No, that's easy as that. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power. All right. And then this is what we're waiting on also, because the Lord is waiting for us to be redeemed and built up again. This is Romans 9 and verse 19. And it says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh. So the manifestation, let's look up what that word is. The word there is apokalio, apocalypse, apocalypse.
Strong's G 602. Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Sounds like apocalypse. And it says laying bare, making naked. So the truth is being manifesting something is making it plain, making it naked. That means you can clearly see it. You can see everything. So that's what's happening right now. The manifestation, the disclosure of truth. So it's saying, let's look right here. Let's read it as is. It says, the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of truth of the sons of Yahweh. See what that says? Let's read it again, just like the definition for manifestation, apocalypso. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation, the true, the what? The disclosure of the truth. So the creatures waiteth for the disclosure of the truth of the sons of Yahweh. So the sons of Yahweh are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the sons of Yahweh, man. You are the chosen ones. You are the ones that the Lord has called out of Egypt. He said he's called his son out of Egypt, out of the iron furnace, man. We are the ones. It's evident now. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth. You are what the creation has been waiting on, is the manifestation of who we are and what we're meant to be, man. We knew back then a little bit, but now it's coming to its fullness. The Lord has given us the whole understanding through Yahushua's sacrifice. That's why it says the book was sealed with 7 seals completely. So it was sealed, the understanding of what our true capabilities were. We knew we were rulers. We knew we were, of the chosen. But now that we've fallen and we've been redeemed, the Lord has now revealed our purpose, man. It's to be what? The rulers of the planet Earth, ruling under Yahweh Shem Yahshua's order, man. All right, so let's read that again. Beautiful precept, man. It says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the disclosure of the truth of the sons of Yahweh. And then another, it says, concerning things before unknown. So we weren't known before, but now we're known by what? Israelites, Yasher Allah, used to event by which things or state of a person hereto withdraw from view or made visible to all. So we're made visible to the world. That's why the world is demonizing us. That's why they're worrying about men reading Bibles on the corner. That's what shook up this whole earth right now, is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans reading the Bible on the corner. They have to set up proxies to do whatever madness they want to do. But the truth is that they're scared because we're reading the scriptures and saying that we are the children of Israel. And we're getting ready to what? Be delivered, and the Lord is getting ready to destroy the parts of the planet Earth, mainly America. Okay, that's what they're scared about, man. But we become their enemy because we told them the truth. If that's all, that's why we become their enemy. We ain't become their enemy because we didn't work, man. How long have we been working for Esau, man? They didn't have one problem with us when we were deep in slavery, when we didn't know who we was, and singing in the club, dancing around. The Esau loved that because we were asleep. This is Proverbs 9 and verse 10. It says, "Delight is not seemingly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes." And that's what this is. Esau ruled over us, man. It's not calmly for a servant to have rule over princes. That's what this was a servant having rule over princes. But now the Lord is getting ready to turn it back around, which he's going to make us the new rulers on the planet Earth, man. All right? And it's coming sooner than later. Okay, this is Proverbs 30, and this will end out on this. This is Proverbs 30 and verse 22. And it says, "For a servant when for a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he filled with meat." It said, let me go to verse 20. "Such is the way of the 21. For three things the earth is disquieted, and for which it cannot bear. For a servant when he reigneth," see, that's why everything is out of whack, because Esau's not meant to be a king, he's meant to be a servant. Bauer. Okay, Bauer. That if you know that name is Bauer, man. Not Rothschild, is Bauer. And it says, "For a servant when he reigneth, and a fool when he is filled with meat." And that's what Esau, man. He's filled with the understanding of the world. He has everything. He has the scrolls, the archaeological artifacts. He has the menorahs, man. It says no, that's it on that. So we gonna end on that. Lord willing, this boost you brothers' faith, man, and know that the Lord is showing us signs, man. You know, he's showing us signs that we're getting ready to be put into the power seat. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makar Kwadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai for this truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And we're living in very beautiful times, man. So if the water for you, I can coming by, Lord willing, this was edifying. And then always give honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai for this truth. Shalom and keep faith.